All right, so we had a few questions that I want to make sure we address. One of the question was, what about how does Malu know the difference between free play in the living room for her versus being on the bed for her? And that one's simple. It's because she'll never be off the bed playing in the home until she has completed your training program and she's done everything that you possibly want her to do. Then she can earn those freedoms back and be able to play in the home. But once you've done that, your training should be over. You won't be working towards anything anymore. You'll just be maintaining. So that's usually months down the road, especially because she's so young. It's going to be quite a while because she's going to get the training and she's rocking it right now and doing awesome, but she won't really be an adult until closer to 18 months. And so you're going to deal with a lot of different hormone changes and stuff coming through. So when Malu is in the home, she is on the leash, on the bed, or in reflection. That's it. No cuddling on the couch, no running around the living room, no zoomies on the love sacks, no nothing. So when you're in the home, she can be on leash with me if I'm walking her around or I'm moving her collar to take her outside like you've seen in the other videos. Otherwise, it's exactly what you're seeing in the videos. She is in this reflection or in this bed training or in this reflection spot. That is it. There is no running. So exactly what you're seeing in the videos is exactly what she's doing all day long. So we can be chaotic and we can be crazy, and she's just learning to chill. I know you also had some questions about brushing. She's all dried out now after being wet. So I'm actually going to take her outside and brush her right quick before I move her to reflection. So I'll take a little video of that for you also while we're doing this. Scott, will you mind coming home with the camera for me? So we're just going to move outside because I know she doesn't love being brushed. So I want the bed to be equated with everything that she loves and not, yeah, it's right here beside the trash can. Everything she loves and nothing that she doesn't love. The leash is still on her too. So I'm going to just move her outside right quick. It's not free play or anything like that. We're just going outside to brush her right quick because she's all kinky and curly from getting all wet and playing in the pool today and walking in the rain. So I have the leash on. I generally keep the leash on while brushing so that I can stand on the leash so that I can get a good move around her body. Scott's just holding the leash right now. You can see the leash is not on her nose right now. If I was training and we're in the middle of the training walk and I wanted to stop and brush, I would keep the leash on her nose because we're in the middle of training. She doesn't roll over and you just brush underneath her, pick her paw up. So here he's just brushing.
Over here.
And you can see we're not playing, we're not goofing. We'll brush a few spots just like I said in the other video, and then we'll move on to a different spot. We'll have to come back to the chest or back to the legs, but I don't want to over brush her in one spot. And so Scott could just step on that leash if he wants, or he can just keep holding her so that she's not able to kind of move around on him. And he's just holding and brushing. And getting all in her armpits, in her belly, all those hard to reach places. And so you can see she's not trying to eat the brush. She's not whining. She's not going into play mode because we're not in play mode. A lot of times the dogs will just kind of figure out what's fun, and we think we're showing we don't like it, but in their minds we're showing we like it, so it continues to go. So quite often we're actually giving dogs visual signs that we are in play mode or that we do want to play, when in reality we don't want to, but we don't know how to help show them otherwise. And if you just stand on that leash, she won't walk back on you. So this is actually Scott's first time brushing Malu. I usually have to brush her 2 or 3 times a day just because we don't have turf in our own personal yard, so she gets pretty dirty back here, and she loves to swim in the pool at the facility. So I'm constantly brushing her, but this is her first time having Scott brush her, and she's doing a good job. So there we just made the noise and said, nope, you can't bite my fingers while I'm trying to get this back piece brushed. There, she's sitting nicely for him. So you can see we're literally just brushing her. There's no real tricks to it other than all the groundwork we've been doing with all the training. So we've been doing the free play, the training walk, the bed, the reflect. We're not in play mode, so she's not in play mode. And so the trick isn't during the brushing, the trick is all the training that we're doing that helps her understand when's play, when's not play, and what to do moving forward. So we're just gonna keep brushing her because she's still got a lot of brushing to go.